Okay, so here we go back again at the pages, and if you had done all right, you should see this. You should see robotics, video production, video games, graphics, medical and space technology. And so if we go to the live site, however, you'll notice that no matter how much we refresh, well, we don't see the links. How can we access the sites that we just, created? Well, that's where this comes in. Everybody go down to Appearance, Menus. So we have to create the menu. So Appearance and Menu. So let's go ahead and click on that. Okay, give it a second here. All right, and as you can see, well, it's a whole new control panel supposedly. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to create a name. Okay, so give the menu a name. I call it primary menu, or you can call it menu 1, but primary menu is a good name for it. And then what you're going to have to do is go ahead and click on the bottom. Where do you want it to locate? So first of all, click on primary menu. Okay, so that means it's going to be located mostly on the top. And let's go ahead and create this thing. Create it, and that will release this content over here. Okay, there it is. Now it's appearing. Most recent ones, well, I just created all of them, so I'm going to go ahead and view all of them. The most recent ones, well, if you create a brand new page or two, it'll appear in the most recent. But since the most recent pretty much involves every one of them, we'll go ahead and click View All. And that's when we collect and we check, that's when we check every one of these. Okay, and then we're going to add to menu right down here. And as you can see, it's doing its work, and look at all this. Nice. So there's the menu. We've already decided to make it the primary menu, and we're going to save this menu. Now let's go back to the live site, and there they are, appearing beautifully. So if I click on robotics, okay, there's the robotics. If I click on video games, okay, there's the video games. If I click on video production, okay, there we have it. And graphics. Okay, there we have it. All right, pretty cool. Let's go to home page, kind of a boring site. We'll fix that as ASAP. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do is add drop down menus. So how do we do that? Well, let's go back to pages and then all pages. So let's go back to robotics, and I have this here. Click on it. And if I scroll down, you'll see that it's got a whole bunch of subcategories. Etymology, history, robotics aspects, components, okay, and even submenus of that. How about this, huh? So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead, and obviously I'm not going to have you do them all. All right, so just a few, maybe the first, let's just go ahead and do like the first 4 subcategories, but I do want you to include the components part of it. So there's a lot of components here, and let me see, what else should we go ahead and do? Well, let's just go ahead and stop it. Let's go ahead and stop at research. So in other words, we'll include control, and we will not include research because, well, we're teaching you how to do websites, not robotics, although I definitely encourage that. All right, let's do this. Etymology, what do we do there? Okay, let's go back to WordPress, and this time we're going to add a new page, just like normal. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and type in the word etymology. Okay, highlight, copy, and add. There we go. And then we're going to take the content, highlight, okay, and then of course press on paste as text. There we go. This time, however, okay, let's go ahead and make sure that everything is spelled correctly. And every now and then you might see these little numbers here, so you can just remove them. It's not a big deal. You can if you want to. I get finicky about these things only because I like things to look good, and I've been a webmaster for 25 years, so I prefer perfection as much as I can. Okay, so now everything else here is the same. We can go ahead and publish the draft. We can publish immediately if we want. We're not going to press publish yet because now we got to look at page attributes under parent. The parent for this one, and if you click the drop down menu, you'll see all the pages that we just created. So who's the parent? Let's go ahead and click on robotics. Robotics is the parent. And of the drop down menu, we want to make sure etymology is number 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and press publish. Okay, and now let's go to the regular page. All right, and now, oh, we're not done yet. Okay, we are not done yet. Let's go ahead and add a couple of more. Okay, add new. This time let's go back here and let's add history. Okay, add new, history. Let's go back here. And I do apologize for the lack of control of the, whoops. Let's go ahead and bring everything back, shall we? Let's go ahead and do this. All right, that's basically right there. Okay, and once again, I'm going to go ahead and highlight, copy, and then I'm going to press the T here and paste so I don't copy all the links. Everything looks good. Again, we got bracketed numbers here, which, well, it's there for a reason. It's called bibliography. Okay, and then again, the parent is at robotics, okay, not etymology, and this is going to be number 2 in the drop down. We'll go ahead and press publish. Okay, so we'll do one more and then we'll take action again. The next one obviously is going to be, oh, look at all this. Well, I don't know if I should have you copy this, but let's go ahead and do this. Well, yeah, we will copy it. Let's go ahead and copy all of this, and the way I do it is I don't really focus on copying on the table because that's a lot. But the nice thing about WordPress is that it may actually work. Let's go, well, I'm still in history. Then I'm just going to press return and then I'm going to paste. And let's see what happens. Well, there it goes. How about that? It actually copied everything. Let's press on update. Okay, and then we're going to add another page. So below history is robotic aspects. Looks like a very simple page to do. Let's go ahead and add new. Robotic aspects. Let's go to Wikipedia and copy everything. There we have it. Copy it. And let's go ahead and press the paste as text. And let's paste it as text. Again, more little faux pas are appearing here and there from the people who wrote that article. It wasn't me, so hope you don't think that. Okay, so there we go. It's just simple, easy kind of errors anybody can make, comma here, comma there. Alright, so now back to parent. It is robotics, and this will be number 3, publish. Okay, now let's go ahead and wait till it's published. It is published. And again, let's go back to the main site. Refresh. So if we go over robotics, nothing appears. What do? That's when we go back to the menus. Let's go to appearance, menu. Okay, let's go to the most recent. Okay, so now if you look right here, robotics, history, and etymology all under robotics. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the 3 new pages we created, add to menu, and there it is right there, but it's not under robotics. Watch this. Okay, so the first one obviously was robotic etymology. So we're going to go up. Okay, and next one is history, so we'll move that up right underneath etymology. Okay, and then we're going to put on robotic aspects. There we go. All right, now if we press save menu, what's going to happen here? Look at this craziness. it's going to be added. Okay, what we want it to happen is that when we move the cursor over robotics, there's a drop down menu that happens. Well, let me show you what happens. Okay, so now we take etymology and move it over. See, just a little bit until it clicks. There it is, right there. Then it turns into a sub item. Let's do the same thing with history. And let's do the same thing with robotic aspects. Let me go to Wikipedia really quickly. So robotic aspects, history, and then the first one was etymology. Okay, good. So we got it all correctly. Now let's save menu. Okay, and let's go back into WordPress. All right, now look at that. We click on history. Okay, and there's all the history information. If we click on robotic aspects, okay, there's all the robotic aspects. If we click on etymology, there it goes. If we click home, we return back to the home page. So using that technique that I just showed you, go into each and every one of these categories and add a sub page for every one of these: video games, video production, graphics. So if we were to type in video games here, okay, video games, there it is right there. So the first one is going to be origins, and then terminology. So I'm going to highlight, copy origins. I'm going to go back to pages, and this time, and of course, look what happens here. You'll notice that under robotics, all these three categories that we just created has a dash. So robotics is the parents, these are the next generation up. So now we're going to do video games. Click on add new, paste origins. Okay, then I'm just going to copy all this here, and you notice that I got to be very careful because I don't want to copy. Maybe when that happens, you just kind of copy one thing at a time, one paragraph at a time. And again, press the T. There we have it. I'm going to go back there and copy everything else. Hopefully nothing else is being copied. Notice that it left the image there alone. So I'm going to go back here. And again, there's the bracketed numbers. You can clean that up later. Again, the parent now is going to be video games. Okay, this is order number 1. Now I'm going to publish. Okay. So always do that before you leave this page. And then what's going to happen is you're going to go to Appearance and then Menu. Okay, there's Origins. Add to Menu. There it is right there. I'm going to go up and in. Then I'm going to save the menu. Go to my live site, refresh, and there's Origins. Okay. What I'd like for you to do is go to the Wikipedia of all these categories here. Okay, so and then put about 3 subcategories on each. All right, and go ahead and do that, and I will be right back.